The message is clear with the celebration of life of Alhaji Abdulmumin Babatunde Alade Animasaun OON that a goal-getter and achiever has gone to rest from all his labors. The celebration of life and times of this fulfilled man of honor was accorded the respect he deserved. This was done at the funeral events organized in his honor at the Central Mosque at Giwa Barracks, Falomo, Ikoyi, Lagos. At such funeral events was the Fidao prayers held to send forth Alhaji Babatunde Alade Animasaun to the great beyond. His life of fulfillment therefore deserved the fanfare it was treated to at his funeral events. A brief peep into the life of Alhaji Abdulmumin Babatunde Alade Animasaun has many revelations to reminisce on. Born on 1st of September 1938 in Animasaun compound in central Lagos, he went through growing and learning process similar to every child of his age. He had his education at Government Primary School Kumasi, Gold Coast, now known as Ghana, in 1946. His primary education was completed in Lagos at the Methodist School from 1947 through 1953. This also included the completion of his Quran education. The Methodist Boys High School in Broad Street, Lagos, was the alma mater of Alhaji Animasaun. He studied industrial relations and cooperatives. This was under the tutelage of UNAID in conjunction with the federal government of Nigeria at the Bureau of International Labor Affairs, Washington, D.C. in 1946. He attended workshops and seminars on labor relations at Wisconsin University, Madison, and Oxford University, United States of America. He later worked at the Ministry of Commerce and Industry and also at National Bank of Nigeria Limited, both in Lagos. His working experience also included many other organizations. With his job loss at the United Bank for Africa PLC, he volunteered himself for active unionism. He made a push big time to create the better condition of service for workers in the Nigerian banking sector. Alhaji Animasaun was one-time General Secretary of the National Union of Nigerian Bank Employees, NUMBE, and Central Bank of Nigeria Employees Union, and so on. Done with his mandate, he withdrew from active professional unionism in 1976. He started off his private business, Babs Animasaun Holdings Limited, with subsidiaries in a number of fields. Alhaji Animasaun was a council member of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Regarded as the oldest chamber in Africa, he served in many capacities in this area. At the Fidao prayer organized for Alhaji Animasaun, the Islamic cleric Sheikh Abdul Rahman Olanrewaju Ahmed led the assembly of Muslim faithfuls to drive home the importance of living a fulfilled life.
Wọ́n ní ọwọ́ tá a nà tá a da gbogbo ẹ̀ lẹ̀ báyìí wọ́n tún wá gbé tẹ́ Alhaji ẹ má ṣe báyìí ó ti lọ ọ̀pọ̀ innaka la tusmi'ul mauta wa la tusmi'u summa du'a. Alhaji ti lọ wọ́n wá gbé ọwọ́ rẹ̀ yóò wá ṣe báyìí pọ̀ afáàní wà fi bá ṣe ha bá dẹ̀ mamati yíyà tá a wá ya ọwọ́ nígbà tí ikú dé ni eléyìí náà ń júwe ọ̀rọ̀ ni ń tí òkú sọ ní pé
Members of the audience were given the time to say a few words about the deceased as their last respects for him. They all signaled the fact that the deceased was a composite figure of all virtues in all he did.
It's my great pleasure to have this opportunity of paying tribute to him. That many here know him better than I do. and I know him for a longer period than I know him. But from the short experience that I have with him over a span of years, I can say without doubt that Babawa tí Adógun ṣe àdúrà fún was a great socialite, a great philanthropist, and an icon in the Muslim community of Lagos State.
Prayers were said for the repose of life of Alhaji Animasaun by the Islamic cleric. This narrowed down to the vote of thanks by the children of the deceased. They also added their voices in prayers for their beloved father.
Words cannot really explain my inner feelings for that has happened. I truly have to first of all thank my mothers for being steadfast with my father. And I also have to thank my siblings and my brothers, Dr. Nobin, as well for standing steadfastly in this situation. And I also want to thank all of you for being there for us with your time and your money. And all your prayers, I know for sure, for certain, it has already been accepted. It's already been written down to my dad, for Alhaji. You know that where he's going is already ordained for him. It's already prepared for him.
Mo wá fẹ́ kẹ́ ìṣọ̀kẹ́ tọrọ fún àwọn ọmọ bàbá yìí tó fi lẹ̀. Bí bàbá yìí ṣe kó wa pọ̀, kí àyè wà má dà o. Tí Ọlọ́run bá ń gbọ́ láìsí Islam tó fi lé wa lọ́wọ́, ó jẹ́ ká mú òkú náà wò. Gbogbo bá ṣe ń tọrọ fún kọ́nà bá máa fi fún wọn.
يا ربنا ويا سيدنا ويا مولانا ويا جعفر بطنا نسأل الله القتنا بلاء الدنيا ولا بعذاب النار. اللهم أدعو اللهم ندعو إلى البركة لكن لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم.
The love for the deceased was better expressed with the presence of the high and mighty in the society, registering the presence of the likes of former Governor of Lagos and current Minister of Works, Mr. Babatunde Fashola, and wife, showed the wealth of relationship Alhaji Animasaun built during his lifetime. Eye-catching sights at the celebration of life of Alhaji Animasaun were the performances of women cultural troupes. The daughters of the deceased joined in the feel-good ambience created by that presentation. Songstress Ayo Balogun and her band put up a very brilliant show to accord the celebration of life of Alhaji Animasaun due recognition of honor. This kept the venue in high spirit for all and sundry to relish. Similar to these dashing showpieces was a rendition of Oriki, as it is called by the Yoruba people, in celebrating the personality of the deceased. The son of the deceased, as well as his sister, stood in for his father, who would have done that beat as much, considering his nature as a man of many parts. The dance floor was later filled by well-wishers who supported the children of the deceased. Survived by 3 wives, 15 children and 29 grandchildren, Alhaji Animasaun was indeed a fulfilled husband, father and grandfather. May Allah welcome you, Alhaji Abdul Mumin Babatunde Alade Animasaun, to his Al-Jannah, Inshallah.
hallelujah.